Update of the pallet wood vertical growing wall. If you remember, the top row I alternated basil with parsley. So this basil seems to have taken here. Parsley is coming along. This is the one I couldn't see over the top of the bag that I planted. So that's good, it's grown. And we have another basil, which seems to be doing pretty well. This was the bigger parsley I planted out, and that's doing extremely well. And then I was amazed. Look at the size of this basil. Obviously loves this position. That's doing super. I need to harvest some of these leaves. That's doing well. Then the next row I didn't plant anything on either end because I ran out of my homegrown compost. And the middle three I did my spinach. And this is a different type of spinach to your standard spinach. So this is Malabar spinach. And if you remember, all of these I grew from what I like to call the mother plant. The only seed that took when Josh from In Your Yard Homestead gave me seeds, only one survived. But as I say, you only need one to harvest from. And I planted offcuts of the mother plant and created all these. And this one's amazing. I might use this as a foster mother plant and harvest off of this, take some cuttings, but we've been eating the leaves. It's fabulous. As I say, these are for the guests that come, but of course when we don't have guests, if something's ready for harvesting, then we'll have it. This one, I don't know if it's been eaten or if it's just not taken very well. It was only a small one, so we'll see how that goes. Never give up on anything. And then we have a row of radish. All doing very well. Great looking radish. Doing really great. And then the bottom row is all lettuce, which will need thinning out. Or you can eat it as micro lettuce, of course. So there's a whole row of lettuce. I think I will thin some of them out now and plant them elsewhere. And this was one that was random elsewhere, hence why it's biggest. It's bigger, so it was just random. And I've planted that out. And here's Kit. I did just go and water another area, which included the bath full of beans, and as I went to water there was a little Kit in the bath next to it, and with the asparagus. I nearly didn't see him before I watered. Now he's just in the shade of our trees. Let's go check out another area to see how things are coming along. So down here I did basil. This is now going to seed, and I want some to go to seed so I can harvest the seed to grow some more. That smells beautiful now I've just touched it. A Malabar spinach here. And the weed, let's take the weed out. So Malabar spinach there, which again I might harvest from. And then some parsley, which is doing really well. So all things that will enhance their cooking, or they can make salads from. And we're possibly going to do some more of these crates. So they've got plenty to use for cooking. One accommodation is using the cookout, which is behind me. I'll show you that. So one accommodation uses the cookout area, and when guests are here we actually put a double ring gas burner here, and this is their cookout area, and they can sit and eat there. And the other accommodation is self-contained, so self-catering, and it has its own shower, toilet, cooker, proper 4-ring burner cooker, and both accommodations will have fridge. So there's something for everybody. This accommodation here is just 1 double bed, so for 2 people maximum, and the other accommodation sleeps up to 4 people, hence why they have more normal cooking facilities. This one really is a bit more for if you just want somewhere to stay and do basic cooking and then go out and about and discover Cyprus. So there's something for all taste. We're now in my original veg growing area. I've just had to water these watermelons, yellow melons and sweet melons because they were looking a bit sorry for themselves. It's been so incredibly hot. Here's my date palm that I grew from a stone from our dates. On here, this is how my nut tree is coming along. It comes back to life every year and then it goes back to just stick form in the winter. And then we have special chilies and peppers here. Again, we have special tomato varieties here, including my pineapple tomato. I haven't been able to get into the garden and attend to any of this, so what you see is how things are left without any help. I have just watered it all today. These are, I think these are my yellow carrots. And the radishes. Then we have the 2 baths. This is the one Kit was in. So this is peppers mostly, and my asparagus that I'm leaving to go to seed again. And some random peppers. As I say, I haven't been able to attend to any of this for some time. But this is why I mostly use Frugal method for growing, because it retains any moisture and keeps growing when I'm incapacitated. So there's some beans. They're what I call the Timmy market beans, just green beans. This is a bed I haven't really done much with this year at all. It really needs the wall building up one side. We have some of the sweet corn which has gone a little bit limp, again because I haven't been able to get to it. We have 3 grapevines that I've grown from my grapes, from my grapevines, that are going to be planted in the chill out relax area for the guest, so they can have grapes as well. And then a few plants here that I'm giving away. I've got some chard there that I let go to seed. These are 2 more beds of sweet corn. These are faring much better because obviously these are in shade. One of my orange trees. Raised bed areas down there, the main raised bed area, so you don't lose your bearings. A few more sweet corn over this side. Again, it's in the shade, so this side's done much better. All the artichokes, luckily I got to harvest in the first lot of those. The second wave's coming. There's random peppers and tomatoes and chard going to seed in this bed. Then we have the tire growing area and the pet food bags, another orange tree. They're all coming along nicely. Everything keeps quite moist in the pet food bags. I do not do drainage holes. We have the toilet systems with pet food bags in. These are ideal if you can't get to your garden all the time. We have some mint growing over here. We have all the tyres with tomatoes, peppers, chilies, cucumber. There's one coming on there. More tomatoes. Still some poppies. We've had poppies since December here. So poppies, more tomatoes and more chilies. And if you want to see what else is growing in my garden, then do make sure you check out other series of raised growing beds and hugelkultur beds to see what's happening there.